You never take me alive. Where are you? Oh, you can't find me yet. No, I have been caught. Ari legends, you have caught me. I tried to escape the vlog, and yet you still caught me. No. But anyways, we'll be talking about the final 3 movies of Jurassic World. Yes, let's get on with the film. But anyways, before we start on the film, let's do a little exhortation, guys. So this verse is Psalms chapter 34, verse 8. Taste and see that the Lord is good. So this verse is saying, hey, why don't we try God? Why don't we check the Lord? Let's see if He is really good. But I'm not saying that He isn't good or anything, but He is amazing and He is good. Look at everything around you. You have a house, you have a good family. That is from God. Every single blessing that you have is from God. And it is all beautiful and perfect in our sight. So yes, and then guys, so anyways, let's get on with the video. Starting with Jurassic World. This movie or this timeline is not actually of Jurassic Park. It's actually, I think, 30 years after the happenings of Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3. Now, this is located off the coast of Costa Rica, Isla Nublar, just the same place where Jurassic Park took place. Now, this isn't some kind of park anymore. It's a luxury resort. I mean, look at it. It's not even a resort. It's not even a park anymore. It's a freaking resort. It has 5-star hotels, even a lagoon where you can watch the little mosasaurus nyam-nyams on the T-Rex. Sheesh. Now, that isn't amazing. That is glorious, man. I mean, how did they make that? And that is just, it didn't just cost millions on that. You cost trillions of dollars on that. Not just millions, not just billions, but trillions of that. Now this is what happened, guys. Now, they were successful for 10 consecutive years. And the dinosaurs were looking good. But children and adults were starting to get, little trippy on the dinosaurs. They're like, Mom, that Stegosaurus isn't too handsome anymore. It's just like the normal elephant from a zoo. Now, kids wanted something new and something more fascinating. Now, they got, kind of selfish, and they started to make the deadliest dinosaur ever, and it's the Indominus Rex. Now, this guy is not just intelligent, it is smart, it is deadly. When it escapes out of its enclosure, it manages to get into the forest and hide from the people. Now, they have its DNA was matched on with the scuttlefish DNA. Now that makes it able to camouflage with its surroundings, making it difficult to catch. Now, the Indominus Rex started to do a rampage on Isla Nublar, and it's up to Chris Pratt or Owen Grady, the former military man and an animal expert, who uses special skills to save 2 young brothers and the rest of the tourists from an all-out prehistoric assault. So yeah, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, or Owen Grady and Claire Dearing, managed to save a few millions, but they didn't save 10 million. Oh, that's just sad. But Jurassic World is left in crumbling pieces. So yes, Jurassic World is done. Now we will do Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This story is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It is 3 years after the destruction of Jurassic World. Now, Owen Grady and Claire Dearing returned to Isla Nublar to save the 2 remaining dinosaurs from a volcano that's about to erupt. So this volcano is called Mount Saibo, and it's in Isla Nublar. So what I'm questioning is there are like millions of islands, and why did they choose an island with a time bomb, a freaking time bomb? Now it's a volcano, right? It has a time bomb. It depends on hundreds of years, 10 years, 2 decades, millennia. It depends on the volcano when it's about to erupt. But you never know when it's gonna erupt. So yeah, it's a time bomb. Now, aside from that, Fallen Kingdom is It's very good. The story is quite good. Now I'll tell you the intro, the beginning and end. Now the intro is quite interesting. Now there are these people who return to Jurassic World so that they could get the Indominus Rex DNA that's fallen into the lagoon. And after that, now I'm gonna tell you something about Jurassic World. At the end, the T-Rex and Owen Grady's Raptor Pack, the 4 Raptor Pack, Blue, Delta, Echo, and Charlie, they helped Owen and the others to escape, and it resulted in the lives of Delta, Echo, and Charlie, the cute raptors. Now there's this Blue left, who is standing in Isla Nublar. Now after that, this is what happens, right? The Mosasaurus ate him in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. They get the DNA of the Indominus Rex in a submarine, but something bad happened. They forgot that there was a dinosaur in it. They were underestimating the Indominus. They were underestimating the Mosasaurus. They're like, nah, there's nothing in that lagoon anymore. That Mosasaurus should have died years ago. Nah, it's just fine. But no, it didn't die off. It quite survived, and according to the database from Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, I'll be telling that story later after Battle of Big Rock. It's quite interesting seeing that it survived. Now, this Mosasaurus had a lot of food from the Indominus Rex, and they took the DNA in a little submarine. Then they ballooned it up. I don't know how to express it, but they tied it and then they ballooned it up. I don't know how to talk about that, but let's move on. Now the Mosasaurus caught them and ate them. Now they're dead. The guys in the submarine are dead. Now this guy who's operating the little tablet thingy to open the gate and close the gate. They're like, Raptor 1, do you copy? And he doesn't know that they're dead. And after that, he doesn't he doesn't notice that the trees behind him are shaking rapidly, and that's a sign that a big dinosaur is coming. Now, boom! T-Rex manages to, shock him. Now he starts to run. He's like, save me! Yo! Then, boom! He manages to get on the helicopter, but to no avail. The T-Rex doesn't get him. Well, it shook the helicopter a little bit, but it got tore off and he went flying. But after that, what happened, guys? The T-Rex didn't get him, but the Mosasaurus did. They forgot about the Mosasaurus again. Why do you guys keep on forgetting about the Mosasaurus? There's a big dinosaur in it. Why do you guys keep forgetting about that thing? It just kind of flew over the island, not above the lagoon. Now the Mosasaurus jumped out of the water and killed him instantly. Boom, boom, bada, boom, dead. Now let's go on the story. I told you that Owen Grady and Claire Deering returned to the island, blah blah blah. They saved the dinosaurs, and yeah, they discovered that the reason why they were sent there to retrieve the dinosaurs is because they were betrayed. They were told so that they could die off on the island, and so that they can do an illegal bidding in the Lockwood Mansion. So that's quite dark, but yeah, I mean, Jurassic World is usually dark and horrifying. But yeah, aside from that, we learned that this guy, the owner of the mansion, is the guy who wanted to do the illegal bidding, getting rich. There's like a lot of money going on his tablet thing, like 100 million, 20 million, blah blah blah. Now, after that, something bad happens. They try to bid the Indoraptor, but let's ask this question first. How did the Indoraptor came from? Where did it came from? Well, Henry Wu was being forced and held captive so that he could, make the other dinosaurs. Now, why were they dumb enough to capture a scientist? I mean, Dr. Henry Wu was one of the most brilliant scientists ever. Well, one of the smuggest scientists, but yeah, let's go with that. He's really smart though. He manages to put a lot of DNA with that Now, this Indoraptor is a little bit deadlier than the Indominus Rex. This Indoraptor manages to have echolocation like bats. It can't trace anything in the dark. Just little movements, he can't trace it. He can see in the dark, and it's very smart. Seeing that the Indominus Rex is part T-Rex and part Raptor, they're very intelligent. Move them together, boom. Indominus Rex, boom. Then the Indoraptor is made from Raptor. Now, boom. Dominus Rex plus more Raptor DNA. Then you get the Indominus and the Indoraptor. So yeah, the Blue and Owen Grady fight at the top of the mansion, and yeah, they both fall. Both Blue and the Indoraptor fall to their deaths, and yeah, Blue survived, but the Indoraptor didn't. Got pierced by the little Triceratops, little Triceratops pedestal. So yeah, that's the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now that the dinosaurs have escaped Lockwood Mansion and are on the mainland. So yes, dinosaurs have escaped now. Now, this battle at Big Rock is not too far ahead from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, a few days after Fallen Kingdom. Now, battle at Big Rock is one of the most shocking stories. It's not different from any kind of Jurassic Park movie, it's just the same. But what shocked us is that it was only 8 minutes, and the developers of Jurassic World and Jurassic World managed to keep it a secret and post it and publish it without anyone knowing. That's quite shocking, guys, isn't it? Now, the story of Battle at Big Rock is after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, dinosaurs escape, blah blah blah. Now, the Allosaurus, destroys the people's camp, and even Ceratops even comes in. They destroy the camp, and it shows how dinosaurs are doing such a big rampage in the universe of Jurassic World. Like, imagine this: you're just walking and you're just telling stories by a bonfire camp. That suddenly an Allosaurus appears. What would you do without any kind of armor? Now, that is quite terrifying itself, but imagine three big dinosaurs rampaging through your tent. That is quite horrifying, but hey, that's the story of Big Rock, and boom, 8 minutes is done. Now, Battle at Big Rock is quite interesting, to be honest, but it's quite fast though. Now, let's move on with Jurassic World Cretaceous. Guys, Jurassic World Cretaceous was released in 2019 or 2020. Now, this is the story after Jurassic World. Now that dinosaurs are rampaging through Jurassic World, they tried to escape on the boat, but they were too late. So yeah, they thought that Ben dies. Ben is like another character. Now, in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, there are 6 campers. Kenji, Brooklyn, Darius, Sammy, and Yasmina. Now, they got stranded on Eastern Nublar and, escape. But they go to another island, and they found that people are breeding dinosaurs to become more aggressive and more deadly. Now, after a few encounters in Jurassic World with the Lux Parasaurolophuses, now this is quite interesting that the Parasaur Lux is very beautiful actually. It's in a cavern that they have also a biology DNA of, you guessed it, you guessed it, jellyfish. Now they can make their skin colorful, blah blah blah. Now that's why they're called luxurious in fact. That's why it's quite beautiful. Now, Jurassic World Cretaceous has a lot of good themes to it, sad themes, but yes, it's beautiful. Now, it has a lot of volumes, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4, but I'll be talking about that in another time. All I have to say is that Jurassic World is after the events of Jurassic World. Now, it's quite beautiful, and it's amazing due to the storyline, and I think that in Jurassic Park, that in 1993, they were planning this all along. Now, I hope that that's the way, because, I don't want Jurassic World to end. Now, Jurassic World Dominion, we'll be talking about that on a different movie. So, I'll be seeing you cuties later. Bye-bye, guys! And I hope I'll survive and escape you guys next time. Let's see you later, and we'll see.